This is BASE, Life Outside the Federal Witness Protection.
Hey, it's Suze, and welcome to this midday episode of Life Outside the Federal Witness Protection Program. Keep the bad guys away. Oh my God, you know what? It is only 11:16 in the morning. And so many things have happened that I had to just break the day and share this with you. Okay, so I was up a little after 7 o'clock and the crime started at 8:02 this morning. Okay, so first thing is that this shady nursing agency in Phoenix, Arizona keeps calling me, keeps harassing me. They want me to take this contract in which they're not providing housing for, and it's way out in the middle of whatever. It's someplace I can't get to. And I know that if any company doesn't provide housing, they're shady. Okay, so I've been blowing them off. And then plus, I don't like what one of their staff members asked me. They asked me where my family was. Well, I lied to them. I mean, my whole family's missing or kidnapped or dead or something like that. And that comes from the U.S. Marshals missing persons reports. So, you know what? I don't like somebody asking me that kind of a question right off the top of the bat when we don't even know each other. So anyway, that got reported into, I had to escalate that up into the Arizona Aztec unit, the counterterrorism unit of the state. Something's not right there. Okay, next thing that happened, TravelMax called me and said that they can't get references. They're having trouble getting one more reference and want to use Right at Memorial Hospital up in Marysville, California. Okay, there was a whole sting operation up there. I mean, it's human trafficking, but it was also a sting operation. Okay, it's known to ICE, and Marysville PD had to come out and take a report at the hospital based on one sliver of a strange phone call that I got about my mother who's missing. It was a phone call from Senator Dean Heller's office claiming that my mom was in WITSEC. Okay, so here TravelMax wants a reference from this hospital when there was a sting operation going on. I can't tell them that. I told them I'm a human trafficking victim. I got ICE agents. I'm not talking about it anymore. Fuck off. I hung up on them. Okay, so then, I keep trying to get a job in an ICE detention center because that, if I'm going to work as a nurse, it'd be better for me to work in an ICE detention center. I'd be around tons of ICE agents. If I didn't show up for work, someone would question that and they'd probably come out looking for me. Unlike anybody in the private world that never even calls the police, let alone contacts ICE or any other name I gave them. Hell, I've even told employers to call the U.S. Marshal Service and they won't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So Commission Corps. So I contacted Commission Corps, because I have to be commissioned through the U.S. Commission Corps in order for me to apply for any job on USA Jobs, including ones in the ICE Detention Center. And there is a job for a registered nurse in the ICE Detention Center less than 10 miles away from where I am right now. And there's one down in Houston where Special Agent Paul Burkholder with Homeland Security Investigations is. But you know what? I can't even apply. This has been an ongoing problem. I can't even get commissioned with a Commission Corps. They send me an email back lying to me saying that they're only commissioning physicians and dentists. It's like, dude, they have openings for registered nurses. These departments like ICE have openings for registered nurses, and then I can't even get commissioned, because of all this. And this all links back to this bullshit, FBI bullshit. So that's that. And then, one thing that happened yesterday with another travel company called Nurses Pro, Abby had sent me an email and called me, and apparently there was a Park Plaza Hospital down in Houston. Apparently they were having trouble with a nurse, and so they had an opening. So she said that, there'd be an opening, I'd have a contract, and then I never heard back from her. So that had to go into the gangs unit of Houston PD. There's an officer down there that apparently has a connection into ICE. This is the second time that she scammed me with a Park Plaza contract that never ended up transpiring. Okay, so then I call, and then, oh God, call Senator Barbara Boxer's office. Okay, Senator Barbara Boxer's Oakland office, still no update on this Homeland Security inquiry. And you know what? It's like, I don't even think that she's going back. When I call this office, I don't even think that they're going back and asking the staff members for an update. They're just, saying, oh no, we just don't have that. I find that hard to believe. I find it strange that I can't even talk to a caseworker. Okay, so then I call the Washington, D.C. office and explain to them that this is all a bunch of crap that the U.S. Department of Justice should be handling, Eric Holder, and they just want to blow it off as just me calling as a comment. This is a hell of a damn big freaking letter that attorney Elliot Williams wrote. Hell of a big letter. And this is a hell of a big letter, too. It's the International Criminal Court. I need that Homeland Security inquiry for my son's case, his half-sister's case, maybe little TJ up there, and maybe all the other kids. Oh my God. So then the only other thing, I got to stop these criminals. And you know what? About last year, business attorneys told me to find a criminal law attorney and press charges with the DA's office or the DOJ. Well, I cannot find that. No private law attorney will touch this case because of all the, we're talking about major FBI stuff, terrorism stuff, and we're talking about negligence within the DOJ. So no private attorney will touch this. So you know what? When you're a victim like me, you just got to call around and see if they can help you. See if it's within the purview of somebody to help you. See if they want to help you or whatever. So I just contacted my local DA's office and see if maybe they can perhaps, if they could press criminal charges against these guys, if they could do that, that would at least stop this cycle of crime from continuing. I mean, maybe, of course, the DA's office can't get me into WITSEC, understandably, but they could at least press criminal charges against this FBI, CIA, Al-Qaeda task force and anybody that works in their conspiracy, and at least there would be legal evidence and it would stop these people. I could get an injunction to stop these people. I cannot get them to stop unless somebody helps me legally stop them. And I don't have a law degree, unfortunately. So anyway, Concord Law School did contact me again. Concord Law School is an online law school that's in California. I actually looked into them many times over the years. Even back before I met my son's father, the guy that's considered by more than one government agency to be a terrorist or involved in terrorism or a person of interest. But you know what? I've never been able to get funding. So Concord Law School contacts me today, and I sent him my ICE letter. I sent him this letter, and I sent him a letter from Senator Ben Cardin, John McCain. That says National Security Agency on it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Sure, I'd love to go to law school. You circle these around the block in the law school, and if you think that you can find a way for me to get funding to go to Concord Law School, to not only just pay the $25,000, $30,000 in tuition, but also, pay for any living expenses so I could actually have time to do that. If you can do that down there, admissions representative for Concord Law School, fantastic. I'll go to law school. I can certainly get out of nursing that way too. But anyway, that's the midday episode of Life Outside the Federal Witness Protection Program. It's only midday. Crime's not over yet. So anyway, keep your stun gun handy. There's real terrorists and criminals out there. I'll see you next time.